It's just been an amazing process. I think all of us had no idea it was going to turn into such an amazingly beautiful and complex and large project. But it's been really cool to focus on one school and one project this year, because I really see the benefit when you spend a lot of time in one school and one community. It really has a much longer lasting impact. Like now this project is going to be used as an outdoor classroom. It can seat 35 students and a teacher. So it has a much larger impact than a regular bench, which only typically seats like, 5 or 10 people.
At the end of last year, we were wanting to use the garden as like an outdoor classroom. But what we had here instead of this bench were old straw bales, and so we started thinking about how we could use this space. And Brennan has this nonprofit Peace on Earth Bench movement, and we decided to build a 35-person outdoor classroom out of trash.
Yes, this is the biggest project I've ever actually worked on. This is actually like 3 or 4 times larger than any earth bench I worked on before. And it's been really cool to work with my sister and she'll bring her biology classes out for the whole day of learning out in the garden, and she'll lead like garden activities and I would lead like earth bench activities, building the foundation and doing cob or attaching the ceramic pieces.
Honestly, really impressed with it. It was amazing getting to see pictures before I actually got to do this from other countries around the world, and getting to see that happen right here. And before we were sitting on straw, and now we're sitting on this bench.
We were just looking out at what this was going to become, and we just kind of looked at each other and started laughing because the project just seemed so huge.
Here we've laid the second layer of urbanite, these concrete pieces. And the students are filling any extra air spaces with gravel. And then the next step is going to be doing some earth bag construction, a natural building technique, to fill these bags full of clay and sands, tamp them down, and hopefully that will be about the level, the height that we want our bench to be. Here the dragon, the water dragon, goes into the ground, comes up here again. The back goes up and down, goes back into the ground, comes up, and then over there in the far corner is going to be where we're going to do a really amazing mosaicked dragon head.
We are looking at how much waste our school is producing, and we are saving it and stuffing it into bottles for this project. And probably after the project ends, we'll continue to do this.
My favorite part would be stuffing the bottles, because I found it really strangely fun to put plastic in the bottle, like really eco-friendly and environmental friendly.
So right now we're adding these amazing ceramic spikes to the back of the Lowell High School Dragon Earth Bench. So these are all ceramic pieces that ceramic students here at Lowell High School have designed, glazed, and fired themselves. And the last step is going to be kind of to cover the spikes with the cob mortar. You can see we've started to do that over here. And then this is really going to seal this in and make it ready to plaster the dragon bench and get ready to be used as an outdoor classroom for the garden.
I never heard of like a bench made out of plastic bottles and dirt, and it's just cool because we have so many things where we're ruining the environment, and this is like protecting it and using the useful stuff, the empowerment for good.
It's such a great thing to just get outside and take a break from your classes and stress, and just be able to do something so cool for the school.
So this project was largely funded through a service learning grant from State Farm Youth Advisory Board. Service learning is making education real. It's stepping out of the classroom and learning through completing a service. And I think Earth Benches is such an amazing service learning project because it's so interdisciplinary. With the foundation, you're learning masonry work by laying stones. You're learning, throughout the process, learning teamwork, how to organize people in a work party. with Cobb. You're learning natural building techniques.
Service learning is really good to hear about in schools, especially because it shows people that even though you have a bunch of materials that's like going to waste, like you can put them into something really useful for like a community and like our school. Like this will really help out with classes because most of the time we were just like standing here, sitting on like the hay stacks that were just like around here. So this will like be really nice to have a place to sit when you're like out here for a while doing class.
To develop many new skills that aren't always developed in a classroom setting. Oftentimes the work that goes on in the classroom occurs solely here, but when you're out here, yes, you're thinking about what it is that you're doing and applying scientific concepts, or if you're in an English class, thinking about the connection to the literature that you're reading. But then it's a full body connection. And one of the things that was really powerful to me being a part of this project was that we had students in an environmental science class decide on their own that they wanted to start a soft plastic campaign. And they painted bins, they put them all out throughout the school. They created maps that showed where people could go to find these soft plastic waste bins. And we collected and diverted a lot of soft plastic that is now here. I'd start the class out by going over to the trash bin and saying, oh, somebody forgot, here's a piece of soft plastic trash in the trash can. And all of my students would ask if they could have it. This soft plastic trash had a lot of value.
Yeah, that's so funny, and it's something I see with a lot of the projects is when all of a sudden you turn something that was just before considered a waste item into now a resource to fill your bottle brick. You totally change your relationship with the waste.
I think it's just amazing how we can transform just like trash into a really beautiful bench.
I hope that if other people see this bench, they'll also do it in their school or their community, because this is actually a really good use of resources that we don't need in the environment. And if we could transform it to a bench like this, I think we would help the earth and keep our environment cleaner and happier for the people.
Well, it can serve as an example to other cities and schools to be more eco-friendly. I mean, we conserve trash and put it into bottles and then build the bench.
Like I said, putting your hands on something really makes it special and you can remember it for a long time. And when you sit on it, it's like, I don't know, it's very, very special.
When I do these things, I always feel inspired to do something like this in the future, but a lot of times then I just think, like, I can't do that, but I don't know, maybe I can.